England, France in particular. Those teams seem to be able to then perform, I would sort of say, particularly at a professional level, something that's, or an action that's probably considered very, very basic. Why do the All Blacks have such an issue with it? Because it is becoming a very common discussion now that the high ball, the aerial game is a weakness for the All Blacks.
Good point.
Yeah, I think bring it back to what I was talking about before, like with a player like George Ford, right, in the England team. He's a kicker, right? He's not a runner of the ball. If you look at the 10s in All Blacks, they've been runners of the ball. If they can kick, then they can kick, but not as great because the running game they rely on, right? And plus you've got the attacking guys outside them. But I think teams have realised, like for instance, remember Brendan Gatlin? He played for Waikato. He was a good number 10, man. He wasn't a great runner, but he was a tactical.
Didn't he go to play on for
guy behind the
Wales?
kick.
Did he play Wales?
I don't know, but I think the All Blacks are missing that kind of player for number 10. I know Richie Monga's coming back, so maybe they can be strengthened there next year, but he's had 3 years over there in Japan, so we'll see how he goes when he comes back. But I think the All Blacks are lacking the number 10.
Yeah, I actually think England plays some really, really boring rugby. It works and it's 50-50.
I called it, bro. I called it.
It's
going to be boring.
They do play boring rugby. I mean, the drop kicks, look, yes, they won, but like it was shit rugby. And I think that's one thing that the All Blacks will always have is they've got that aura. They've probably lost the aura of being the All Blacks and that aura of invincibility. But the All Blacks will always be the All Blacks. They'll be entertaining. They'll always draw a crowd. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Brian, but was it sold out? And they always, doesn't matter where they go, they have that aura. But they've got to go back to basically just that winning, like they win at everything, not just the World
They're
Cup.
not devastating anymore.
No.
Which teams?
And they used to have that aura going into the game where you'd fear them, and they just don't have that. And I think it's because the All Blacks have just given too much respect to the other team.
Players in the fucking All Blacks, that's what it is. They're soft.
Not enough Blues players, mate.
He's back, hey? Are you guys back on the bench? I see.
Yes, well, speaking of...
Are they that desperate?
Look, the win's in the bag, so it's probably a good segue into this week's game.